90% of backyards have the potential to be amazing. Not just nice, not just pleasant, but truly amazing. And yet when you really look around, most outdoor spaces feel unfinished. They look empty, or uncomfortable, or simply unused. People build them. They invest money, they invest time, and then they stop using them. And almost every time it comes down to one thing. The hardscape is poorly designed. Here is the real problem. Once hardscape is built, you cannot undo it. Mistakes are permanent. They are locked in stone, in concrete, in structure, and fixing those mistakes is expensive. In this video, I will show you how professional designers turn an ordinary yard into a real outdoor living space. And more importantly, how to avoid the mistakes that cost homeowners thousands. Welcome. Today we are breaking down what actually makes hardscape design successful. Step by step, this is not a video about trends. Trends come and go. It is not about copying photos from Pinterest. Photos do not explain why things work. This video is about logic. Whether you are starting from scratch or trying to fix an existing yard, this will give you a clear way of thinking. By the end, you will know how to structure your outdoor space intelligently. You will know how to choose materials that make sense long term. And you will know how to create spaces people actually want to use, not just look at. Before we go any further, reset how you think about your yard. Stop seeing it as a surface. Start seeing it as a system. Because once you do, everything changes. Hardscape includes all the non-living elements of your yard: stone, concrete, wood, metal. These elements are not decoration. They organize space. They decide where you walk, where you stop. Where you sit, they decide where people naturally gather. Without being told to, plants attract attention. They add color, they add softness. But hardscape decides how the space actually works. Every strong hardscape design is built on 3 pillars: function, aesthetics, durability. Function means it works in real life, not just on paper. Aesthetics means it feels right, balanced, intentional. Durability means it lasts, not for one season, but for years. Remove one of these and the entire design weakens. If something looks good but does not work, it fails. If it works but does not last, it fails. If it lasts but feels wrong, it still fails. Fire is one of the most powerful tools. In outdoor design, humans are drawn to fire. Without thinking, it creates warmth, movement, comfort. That is why fire pits naturally become social centers. People do not need instructions, they gather automatically. Outdoor fireplaces add something different. They add vertical presence. They anchor a space visually. They make a yard feel architectural. Linear burners and fire bowls work well in modern designs. They are controlled, minimal, intentional. But the most important thing is placement. A fire feature should never feel random. It should quietly tell people where to sit, where to pause, where to stay. When done correctly, fire becomes the heart of the yard. Sloped yards are often seen as problems. Too steep, too awkward, too difficult. But for designers, slopes are opportunities. Retaining walls allow you to shape land intentionally. They create levels. They create zones. They create purpose. A steep yard can become a terraced entertaining space, a calm garden level, or a protected play area. But this is where many projects fail. Because retaining walls are not just visual elements. They are structural elements. Drainage matters. Base preparation matters. Reinforcement matters. Anything over 3 feet high should never be improvised. This is where professional engineering protects your investment. Water changes the atmosphere of a space instantly. Even before you notice it visually, you hear it. Moving water softens background noise, traffic, neighbors, wind. Fountains work well in compact spaces. Ponds create immersive environments. Pondless waterfalls offer sound without safety concerns. Reflective pools bring a completely different feeling. They slow everything down. They add calm. The mistake most people make is adding water randomly. Water should feel intentional, integrated into the hardscape, not dropped into it. Indoors, we rely on walls to feel comfortable. Outdoors, the same psychology applies. Spaces without boundaries feel exposed, and exposed spaces are rarely relaxing. Masonry walls add weight and permanence. Wood and metal screens create lighter separation. Decorative panels add personality. You do not need full privacy everywhere, but you do need definition. Outdoor rooms feel intentional. They feel protected. Shade is one of the most underestimated elements in outdoor design. Many beautiful yards fail for one simple reason: they are uncomfortable. Pergolas filter light and create rhythm. Gazebos provide full coverage. Pavilions define large outdoor rooms. Shade sails offer flexible solutions. Ignoring sun movement is a critical mistake. A space that looks perfect at sunset may be unusable at noon. Shade determines whether a yard becomes part of daily life or a space people avoid. Pathways guide how people move. Straight paths feel formal. Curved paths slow movement and invite exploration. Width matters more than people think. Too narrow feels restrictive. Too wide feels wasteful. Lighting turns a path into an experience at night. A good path disappears. A bad path is noticed every single day. Outdoor kitchens are not about appliances. They are about connection. Built-in grills reduce friction. Prep space saves time. Storage keeps things simple. Lighting extends evenings. Weather protection extends seasons. Poorly designed outdoor kitchens look impressive, but they rarely get used. Well-designed ones become gathering points. They turn cooking into an experience. Your patio is not a slab. It is a room. It needs proportion, comfort, purpose. Designed for real life, not photos. Built-in seating adds structure. Level changes define zones. Heating and cooling extend the season. Lighting changes everything without it. The yard shuts down at sunset. Layered lighting creates atmosphere. Accent lighting reveals texture. Soft shadows add depth. Light what matters. Let the rest disappear. Great hardscape design is not about adding features. It is about creating a cohesive system. Plan carefully. Prioritize wisely. Build intentionally. If this video helped you, subscribe for more design insights. And remember, design your space before you build it. Your future outdoor living space starts today. Before you close this video, take a moment. Do not think about trends. Do not think about styles. Think about how you actually live. Think about where you sit, where you walk, where you stop without realizing it. Think about the spaces you use and the ones you avoid. Most outdoor spaces fail, not because they are ugly, but because they were never designed around real life. Good hardscape design is not about adding more elements. It is about removing friction. It is about making movement feel natural, making gathering feel obvious, making comfort feel effortless. If you take one thing from this video, let it be this: design first, build second, sketch your space. Walk through it in your mind. Question every element. Ask yourself why it is there, and what would happen if it was not. If this video helped you see your outdoor space differently, subscribe for more design insights like this. Not inspiration, not trends, but real design logic you can actually apply. And if you are planning a project right now, pause before you build, because the best outdoor spaces are not the most expensive ones, they are the most intentional ones. Design your space before you build it. Your future outdoor living space starts today.